Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody on YouTube. I'm coming back at you with this video. It's going to be kind of different, even though I only made like maybe 3 or 4 videos. This one's going to be different from them. I'm going to reshape my channel because I prayed one night and I prayed to God. I said, what should I be talking about on YouTube? And He let me know. And He just really let me know about the chosen ones. The chosen ones, we are here to do a job. Basically, if you look at it that way, we enjoy ourselves a little here and there, but our main objective is to come here and raise the energy and the vibrations of this land. And a lot of us have gotten distracted. A lot of us are still in the closet and haven't yet came out the closet. Uh, my message to you is to come out the closet. Get out the closet. I've been there. I know how it is you want to fit in. You really, truly want to fit in. But it's time to get out the closet now because time is near. And they're already at war in the heavens, in the spiritual realm. And you, sooner or later, it's going to trickle down here. And we are God's soldiers here on earth. That's the first thing I want to say is get out the closet. Start doing what you came here to do. Quit trying to fit in. And the second thing I want to tell you is once you come out the closet, you will be attacked. It's not maybe. Trust me, I know. You will be attacked and you will have to know how to fight. You cannot fight the conventional fight like, say, an average person would. He would say an average prayer and things would go his way. No, these spirits that are going to come after you are coming after you for blood. They hate you. They see your father's. They see him when they look at you, and your light shines bright, very, very, very bright, and they don't like it, and they will try to kill you. I've been on my deathbed 5 times, and I have a story, but this video is really not about my story. I make a story about in my life. But the first thing you're gonna have to fight is witchcraft. Witchcraft. You're gonna have to fight that. It's gonna come at you in many different ways, and you have to know how to defend yourself. You have to know how to do spiritual warfare. You have to know these things. You have to know to pray them and destroy them in the name of Jesus with the blood of Jesus. That's the only thing that will work. I know. I've been dealing with this for 34 years, and it's been a long ride. I will tell you a little bit about my story. 34 years ago, I was in college. I had 11 relationships. I'm gonna try to make this short. I had 11 relationships. Someone wanted my relationship. I guess they were jealous. I don't know. So they took a picture of mine. I had to transfer, first of all, to another school. And while I was gone, they took a picture of mine, and they had some witches and warlocks do something. And then my life drastically changed. And now I'm trying to tell you that it works if you're not prepared for it. I almost wind up dying from that. Sarcoidosis, they gave me 2 weeks to live. Then come down and have a stroke. They gave me 4 days to live. God brought me back from all these things. I'm saying this to you is to let you know that this stuff is real. And it's directed. Because every time I was trying to get back to Florida, that's where I was at in school. all these things would start happening. That's why over time it was revealed to me that somebody was doing witchcraft to keep me away from a certain person in Florida. But like I said, that's another story. That is another story. But it also, the way it will attack you is to keep you distracted. These are the things to look out for. Since you are a chosen one, they do not want you to do God's work. So the best way, they know they can't destroy you. Like I just told you, I've been on my deathbed 5 times. I told you only 2 where they've come after me. They know they can't destroy you. They know this. So the best thing they can do is direct your attention off of what you're supposed to be doing. So they will send things in your life, these familiar spirits. They know you. They know your bloodline. They know your, they've been with your family for decades, for years, for generations. And that's another thing. In spiritual warfare, you're gonna have to learn what spirits do what and how they do it. That way you can fight against these spirits. Don't just sit there and pray that all evil spirits leave me alone. There are a whole lot of them. And they do different things. And I'm just telling you about the main ones that's gonna come after you. The first one is the monitoring spirit. Satan sends him out. He's like special forces. He goes out by himself alone, and what he would do is monitor you. Literally just monitor you. Keep up with everything you're doing. What you say, watch what you say, watch what comes out of your mouth. Because I can guarantee you it's being recorded, and they're gonna go back and they're gonna try to find out a way to stop you from doing what you're doing. The familiar spirit, he's gonna do things that he knows gonna tempt you. If you like a big bulky man and you just turned on by that man and you're a female, guess what? Coming your way. Because once you touch it and sin, you create a doorway to get at you. You basically give him permission. And that's another thing I want to talk to y'all about. You give them permission when you sin. I had to learn the hard way. My sins wasn't bad, but they still were sins. I learned that once you sin, your life could be going good, but if you do any little bit of sin, even a negative thought, they will take that negative thought. It creates a little space. They will make that space bigger and bigger. And then they will wind up coming in there, and they will wind up, next thing you know, you something's happening in your life. But with the chosen ones, they're mostly after your finances, and they're after your life. I'm gonna tell you one more story about me. Cleveland Browns worked me out. I was a football player in college. I was All-American. The day they worked me out, my agent, they wanted me real bad. My agents worked out a deal for me they wanted to pick me up in the first pick in the second round. Because I think their first pick was high in the second round. And they worked out a deal. At least my signing bonus was going to be up in the $900,000 range. That was good money back then. This was like 1991. Do you know I went out to celebrate that night? I never go to clubs. Not when I was in college not when I was my later years of college. I decided to go out and celebrate with friends. I wound up getting into a fight, and I was shot in the head. My stomach was cut open with a knife. My colon cut in half. They do things like this. They look for opportunities. Do not open up opportunities. When something is coming your way and you know it's coming your way, you buckle down. The way you do it is you pray in advance. I didn't know this back then. I wish I would have known this. I wish I would have known this. I didn't know how important I was. And maybe you don't either. Maybe you do not either know how important, just how important you are. But you are very important. Don't underestimate it. A lot of people call them chosen ones. I don't know. I can't judge them. I don't know whether they chosen or not. But you out there who are chosen, know it. You've been knowing it. You've been hiding from it. A lot of chosen people hide from it. They hide from it. And as you can tell by the way this video is going, that I do not have a script. I'm not going to edit this video. I'm speaking from the heart because I've been there. I've been going through this for a long time. And I have figured out how to battle these spiritual creatures, because they will come for you. There's been a lot of sleepless nights with being attacked all night long. I can't figure it out because I don't do anything. You know, I didn't do anything. I mean, I help people all the time. I was a good guy. But that light that shines bright that you have, they see it. And it reminds them of your father. A long time ago, if you can remember, I kind of remember. I've been back. I kind of remember the deal. And I remembered about 20 years ago. I said, I made a deal to come down here. You made a covenant with God. If you can remember, try to remember to come down to here and do a certain thing, whatever it is you're here to do. Do it. That's what he wanted me to tell you. Do it. Don't play with it. Because he's about to come back and do some things. And it is very close. Get yourself prepared for spiritual warfare. Learn how to fight. Like I said before, the only thing that's going to do the job is the name of Jesus, Yahshua. That is it. Nothing else will work. I've tried everything. Like I said, I've been going through this for 34 years. Partly because somebody wanted something I had. And that situation, I'm dealing with that situation. I'm still fighting a whole lot of spirits and a lot of witches. That's another thing. The devil will use witches and warlocks to come and get you. Pay attention to your surroundings at all times. I really didn't have to do this until I moved to Jacksonville. But because the reason why is because I'm at ground zero of the person that did these things to me. The witchcraft. But I look at it like this. Satan knows who I am. So he took the opportunity to have this person pay some witches to distract me, to try to take my life, to try to mess with my finances. Like I said, I have a whole story. I'm gonna probably write a book. It's been that intense. And I'm pretty sure for you, all of the rest of you who know you are chosen, which you should by now. If you don't know by now, you're not. And that's another thing. If you have to even ask the question whether you are a chosen one, you're not. If your energy levels and your vibration levels right now aren't jumping off the scale, you're not. Because right now we're going through a process of spiritual ascension. All of us. Because we're getting ready for what's coming. And that is your sign that it's almost here. Get off your butts. Get out the world. Put the TV down, the radio down, all these things that go against who you are. Put it down now. Get out here. You notice I'm in nature. I'm on my weekend walk. Energize yourself. Walk barefooted on the beach or on the grass or wherever you are. It's time. And that's the message he wanted me to give to his chosen ones. Quit trying to fit in with these demons. They laugh at you every day because they know they're going to wind up trying to kill you. And like I said before, they can't do it because of who you are, but they can make your life miserable. Trust me. And they know who you are because you can't hide that light. So this is what my Father in heaven and yours wanted me to tell you all. Come out the closet. Quit BSing around. Pull your pants up. And most of you, you're going to go through a whole lot. You're going to go through things in my journey on this process, the things that I went through and still going through that really, because I'm a very successful guy when it comes to being number one at things. Number one on my job, number one in football. You know, I pride myself in that. But he will humble you. He will make some things happen or allow some things to happen to humble you. And that was a very hard experience for me. Because I had that pride. Oh, I'm good at this, I'm the best at that. He humbled that real quick. And you're gonna go through a lot of things that you don't want to go through. Don't feel alone, don't feel bad. Trust me, there are those of us out here who have been through probably a lot worse. Like I said, I've been on my deathbed 5 times, literally, where the nurses were preparing to send me out the back door of the hospital. They were preparing for this. And this wasn't because of anything that I have done. These were attacks trying to take me out before I can become who I am going to become. And right now I'm in the process of starting an organization called Army Angels. It's going to help the poor, bring people to God. I'm already doing it. But officially, I got to get everything in line. And that's another thing. God is going to come to you. If he hasn't, he's probably have already. You're probably ignoring him, like most of us. But he's gonna come, it's gonna become a time when he's gonna tell you to put your life down and mean it. Where you gonna have, I don't care if you have a business, I don't care a marriage, I don't care what it is. You're gonna have to tend to his business. I had to put down everything I was doing and start working on what I came here to do. He gave everybody, all of us, a skill before we left to come down here and reincarnate. He gave every last one of us. And if you don't believe me, remember back when you volunteered. This is just for the chosen ones. Now, a lot of people are not going to understand what I'm saying. It's going to sound like some crazy BS. They understand, and they know exactly what I'm talking about. And the only reason why I changed the format on my new channel, which I'm trying to build up, is because my Father told me to. And I do what he tells me to. Whether he doesn't go tell me to do anything bad, whether I want to or not, he's gonna tell me to do something and I'm gonna do it whether I want to or not. And really, you have no choice. You'll find out, trust me. Stay in the closet. You'll find out. You'll find out just what I'm saying. So he wanted me to make this cut and dry, and that's what I'm doing. I'm telling it like it is, because I know I've been there. I've been attacked. My life has been in danger. I've lost a lot of money, millions of dollars. They've stolen from me. I know what you're going through. I know the sicknesses, the pain, the disease I had. Sarcoidosis. Bernie Mac died from that few years after I had it. That disease was like AIDS when it first came out, and I survived it because of our Father in heaven. I don't want to make this video too long, but I wanted to make sure I did what he told me to do and get the message across to you chosen ones. Wake up. And I finished this video on that. Like I said, I had no script, so it might sound like I was all over the place. For you all who are chosen, you know it. I'm just doing my job, what I'm told to do. I just started a new channel, like I said again, for probably about the 4th or 5th time. If you like this video, please like it, because I'm going to try to grow it. And I got a video channel for my agency, Army Angels. It's really actually called Army Angels Touch, because we're going to touch everybody. It's going to be on YouTube too. But give me a like and subscribe. That's very important to YouTube, because they're not going to put me out there unless people start liking my video. First of all, people start watching it, people start liking it, and then people start subscribing. Then they will put my videos out there, and believe me, I have a lot of information. And everything I tell you will come from me, not from something I read. Everything I got so much, I've been through so much. You chosen ones know. The average human, the average person on this planet does not know what a chosen one goes through. You better believe that. They do not know. Every night, an owl used to show up at my window. I didn't know what it was. Woo, 3 o'clock in the morning. I didn't know that was somebody putting a curse on me and spells on me down here in Jacksonville. People following me around, this guy's paying people to put spells and curses on me. But you go through these things because your light shines bright. And I'm going to go ahead and end this video because I keep going. And I appreciate it. If you like this video, please like it. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. It's going to be a lot of information I'm going to try to do 2 videos a week. I might have to do 1 because, like I say, I'm like everybody else, I have to work. But I'm going to put out information that's going to help the chosen, because I think I'm quite far along in the process than a lot of you. And a lot of you might be having the questions that I had and that I needed answered. Because I was seeing things, and like I said, I was going to get out, but let me say this. They work through electronics. They would go in and change your test scores. They would do all kinds of things. And you'll wonder, I know I put down that answer, but they will go in and change it. That's why you have to pray against them. Before you take a test, before you leave your house, when you drive, you pray that your Father in heaven picks up all traps that are set for you. And I'm going to have a video about that later. But I'm going to let you all go. I wanted just this time to show y'all how beautiful nature is. And get out here. Get your energy up, because most of the people on your jobs are low energy people. They'll drain your battery. Get out here in nature. Recharge your battery. It only takes probably an hour. Like I said, I'm talking to you uncut. He wanted me to talk to you raw, like a coach. Love all y'all. And I see y'all on the next video.